channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, my name is Richie and I'm so excited that you're here. In this video, I'm going to be doing my TBR for the month of December. I cannot believe I'm saying that. How is it December already? I feel like this year has just like flown by so quickly, and it's just, I don't know, I know we say that every year, but I feel like this year just actually like flew by very quickly. But anyway, we're gonna be doing our TBR for December, and I've done a few different types of TBR videos, just a few little challenges, but I thought I would bring it back, go OG, and go and do a TBR video using a TBR jar. Literally said TBR so many times, but anyway, we're going to be using the old little TBR jar. If you guys remember this ancient relic, I'm kidding, I literally did it only a few months ago, but I thought I would bring it back because I haven't done it in a while. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're going to be picking out our TBR. I'm going to be only using books in the second row of my TBR cart, mainly because I just want to read these ones, and because like we're kind of basically going into summer, I want to read some more summery books, and I've got some fantasies, and it's a bit of a mix, but it's mainly like romance and summer reads. So yeah, and I've really held off on buying new books recently. Guys, I have way too many books on my TBR. Like, it's actually overwhelming to the point where I'm actually just reading books that I recently bought. So like my most recent buys are the ones I'm reading when I should just be going through and like reading anything from my TBR from before. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm just, yeah, really struggling to get through my TBR because I just want the next best thing, and I keep hearing reviews about new books, and so I'm like, okay, I want to read that. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna try and actually stick to the TBR this month, so hopefully I get some good prompts, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. I think I'm gonna choose 5 books this time. Again, I think I did 5 books last month too, but I'm gonna, yeah, stick with 5 because I just know that this month is gonna be really busy. I just want to make it a bit realistic for myself and choose wisely, essentially. But yeah, we're gonna do 5 books or 5 prompts in this video. Alright, so we're gonna do the first prompt. I'm just gonna mix it up in my hand as well. Okay, let's see what it says. Okay, so it says book that is a beach read. Okay, fun, because it knew I was going into summer and I wanted a summer book. So thank you to the prompter. I'm going to choose a book that's a beach read. So I feel like pretty much anything is a beach read here, but 2 that kind of stand out to me. It Happened One Summer and You and Me on Vacation, because both of them like very much so beach reads, and you know, you kind of read them in the summer. You know what, I'm gonna go with You and Me on Vacation. I think like that's a solid start because I've been wanting to read this for a while, and I'll finish up all the Emma Henry books that I haven't read so far. I think she has another one that's like a collab with someone else. I don't know if I'll read that, but ones that I've written just by her, I want to like kind of finish up before her new one comes out next year. So I'm very excited for this, and I'll see what it's like. I know it's about 2 best friends, like maybe had an issue, fallout, and they're kind of coming back together. So I think it'll be a fun little read. I feel like I've talked about this book a little bit already, but I know that people are either beach read girls or they are You and Me on Vacation girls. So we'll see which one I am, because I didn't love beach read, but I could see where it was going. I could see the vibe. But anyway, this is the first book on our TBR. Next one. I'm excited. I want to know if I'll get like a fantasy maybe. I don't know. I can't even remember what my prompts are, so I have no idea what I'm gonna get. Okay, so the next one is book with a 1-word title. Do I even have a book with a 1-word title? Fine print, happy ever after playlist. I really do not have a book with a 1-word title in this part of my TBR. I'm not gonna go through the other ones, but I think I'm just gonna choose another TBR. Surely that counts. Shaking it again. Let's see what I get. Book published this year. Okay, that's a fun one. Off the top of my head, I think One Dark Window published this year. Actually, I don't know if they published this year. I feel like I just knew that they came out this year in Australia, so let me just check them. Okay, I have 2 books on my TBR that were published in 2023. One is The Long Game by Elena Armis, and then the other is Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow. Both of these books I've been wanting to read for ages. I don't know which one to choose, because I don't know if I should go for something simple and I know it's gonna be like an easy fun read, or something that I know is gonna kind of break my heart. So I don't really know where I'm gonna sit in these 2. I think I'm gonna go Tomorrow, Tomorrow, Tomorrow. I've been saying I wanted to read it, and you guys know I've been saying that for ages now, so I think I'm just gonna do it. Let's just add this to the TBR, see how we go this month. I'm gonna add this to my TBR. This is the second book in my TBR. Okay, that was a fun one actually. Had to do a little bit of digging to figure out what book I needed to choose. The third prompt is going to be, let's see, book that is YA. I think off the top of my head, I know that Better Than the Movies is YA, and I think The Summer I Turned Pretty. I think I'm gonna do The Summer I Turned Pretty. I still haven't read the series, and I obviously watched the show, so I think I'm just gonna read it. And like, it's such a quick, short read. It'll be like perfect for the summertime, and especially since I kind of already know like the characters and I know who plays them, I can like picture them a bit better and easier. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna go with The Summer I Turned Pretty, and that's gonna be the third book on our TBR. Okay. Alright. Fourth book, I have no idea. Okay. Okay. Book with a place in the title. I don't know if any of these have a place in the title. Okay, my next prompt is book with a place in the title. I don't know if any of my books have a name in the title. Does the American Roommate experiment count because America is in the title? I think I'm gonna go with, I think that makes sense because it's literally in the title. So I think I'm gonna go with the American Roommate experiment. I'm excited to see what this is about. I kind of like know that they're basically college friends and they become roommates, and he helps her sort of get back her writing spark because she's an author, and during that process they fall in love, which I think is very sweet and like very rom-com-y. So I am excited. So I'm going to add this to my TBR. Okay, my last prompt, my last book for this TBR for December. I wonder what it's gonna be. Okay. Book by an author that you've never read. Okay, so Lauren Asher, I actually read a book by her recently, so I can't do the fine print. I've read Abby Jimenez before. I haven't read Rachel Gillig, and I haven't read the two authors for Scarlet Princess. I have read Lynn Painter, I haven't read Tessa Bailey, haven't read Elena Armas, and I haven't read Liz Tomford. Kind of want to add a fantasy. I haven't got any fantasies in my TBR this month, and I think it would be nice to have a fantasy. So I think I want to do One Dark Window. I feel like everyone has been raving about it, and I know like the second book in the series in this like duology came out and everyone has been like loving it. So I kind of want to see what all the hype is about. I think a lot of people said it's kind of similar to the vibes of Belladonna, like it's a gothic kind of environment and world building. And I didn't really love Belladonna, but it wasn't because of like the world building, it's more so like the romantic relationship that was happening. And I don't know, it felt like a murder mystery rather than like a fantasy, if that makes sense. I don't know. But so I guess that's kind of why I didn't really click with it, because it was a bit confusing on like what was actually happening. But I think I'm gonna go with One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, and I'm very excited. I really want to read this, and it's been like sitting on my shelf since I got it, so I think it's time to read it. I don't know if this is very summery vibes. I feel like it's not, but we're just gonna go with it. That was the last book in my TBR, so I'm gonna quickly go through the books. So the first book on my TBR is You'll Be on Vacation by Emily Henry. Like I said, this is about two friends. They've gone on summer trips together, something happened and then they haven't, and they are gonna start up on going back on trips together. And they basically probably fall in love, or they've loved each other the whole time. I don't know, we'll figure it out, we'll find out. That's pretty much what I think is the premise of this book. The second book on our TBR is Tomorrow, Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, and this has been a very, very widely popular book this year, and I am very excited to read it. It's a story about Sam and Sadie and their relationship, friendship, and I think there is just so much more to the story because it kind of like spans over their whole lives of them developing like this video game and like that world, which I know a lot of people get put off by the video game aspect. I'm not interested in video games, so I thought it would be very heavy on the video games, but a lot of people did say it's more about like their relationship, how, and all like the processing behind it, and not really just the video games, if that makes sense. So I don't know, I'm sure there's gonna be talk about it, but I'm excited to see and cry a little bit because I know everyone gets very emotionally attached to this book, so I just want to see what it is. And like I said, guys, it's been on my TBR for ages. I need to just get to it. Next book on my TBR is The American Roommate Experiment. This one I have been wanting to read for ages as well. I think it's been on my TBR a few times and I just haven't got to it, but I'm really gonna try this month. I think it's just gonna be a fun little romance. I think it's just gonna be a fun little rom-com kind of thing, and I feel like it's just like a fun little rom-com, so you can't really go wrong. So hopefully it's really good. Yeah, this is the next book on my TBR. The next book on my TBR is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. As everyone knows, this is a very, very popular show. I love the show and I'm team Conrad through the show, but I want to read it through like the book's point of view and like see how I'll find it. Regardless of what happens in the book, I'm going to be team Conrad. I just know it. But anyway, besides the point, back to the book. I'm really excited to read this and just like see it from like the book's point of view. Yeah, this is the next book on my TBR. And then we finally have a fantasy that's on my TBR, which I'm very excited about because I haven't read like a proper fantasy in a while, but this is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. I'm not too sure what the story here is. Basically it says Elspeth Spindle needs more than luck to stay safe in the eerie, mist-locked kingdom of Blunder. She needs a monster. She calls him the Nightmare, an ancient mercurial spirit trapped in her head. He protects her, he keeps her secrets, but nothing comes for free, especially magic. Basically, she comes across this other mysterious man and they work to cure the town of Blunder from the dark magic infecting it. And she has like a dangerous darkness in her head because of the Nightmare, and he's a monster and he's like taking over her. Interesting. I don't really know. I feel like when you read fantasy like blurbs, you just are like, what is even happening? But then once you start reading it, you understand the world, the characters, and it makes more sense. But I've heard so many good things, so I'm really excited to read this one. But yeah, that is the 5th book of my TBR for this month. So we have it. We have all 5 books on my TBR. I know my TBR is a bit short compared to like other booktubers and book videos, but I'm just trying to be realistic because I think if I have like a solid 5, I have more of a chance of getting to it. It doesn't feel as overwhelming, and more often than not I end up mood reading and I will just pick out what I feel like is interesting to me at that moment. So these might not even make the list. I am very excited to read these this month, and I feel like a lot of them are very like summery and very cutesy, so that's exactly what I wanted for this month. I'm glad that the TBR jar prompts came through for me. But anyway, these are the books for my TBR. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little TBR video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like this video and also subscribe to my channel because that would mean so much to me and I would really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, love you.